Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today the reading is titled God Hears You, and the Bible verse is from 1 John chapter 5 verses 14 to 15. And this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, whosoever we ask, we know that we have the petitions that we desired of him. That's very confusing, but it's the King James Version, and I don't typically read the King James Version because it is harder to understand. Let me do a quick look up of the verse in an easier translation for you guys. That's what I'm going to do. The New Living Translation, and it's 1 John. This is going to make this video a little bit longer, but 1 John chapter 5, verses 14 and 15. Okay. And we are confident that he hears us whenever we ask for anything that pleases him. And since we know he hears us when we make our requests, we also know that he will give us what we ask for. Doesn't that make a lot more sense? All right. Maybe you're praying for the wrong thing. Mary Lee's gentle voice and soft tone let me know she didn't intend to be critical. What do you mean? I asked. Since returning to our church following my divorce, Mary Lee had been a mentor and a good friend. Maybe it's not in his will for her to be healed. Ah, not an easy thing for a mother to hear. My daughter, her disabilities caused at birth by a lack of oxygen, grinned up at us from her bed. Mary Lee, her godmother and frequent caregiver, loved her almost as much as I did. For me, a desire for Rachel's healing grew directly from that love. Wouldn't God want the same thing? Maybe, answered Mary Lee, but maybe not. After all, he looks at the heart, the mind, and the spirit, not the body. She reminded me of this passage in 1 John. Maybe he has a plan for her that doesn't involve walking around and going to school. Healing is your will for her, but it might not be his. How frustrating! I chafed, rebelled, and argued with God for weeks about this. Then one Sunday I observed Rachel through a glass panel in the nursery door. The church had placed a cot in the toddler's nursery so Rachel could lie down and watch her videos during church. The toddler sat next to her, petting her, offering her toys. When I went in, they asked dozens of questions. Why can't she walk? Why won't she answer me? What's wrong with her? Is she sick? Will she get better? That night, I went to my knees with a new prayer, asking this time for help in following his will. Lord, she is your child. Use her as you see fit. Just give me a clue on how to help you care for her. That prayer has been answered in more ways than I can possibly count. Rachel's presence in our church brought greater awareness of persons with disabilities to the entire congregation. I've written and published a number of articles about Rachel's life and God's blessings on us both. I've spoken about her to church groups. While Rachel's health has been a furious roller coaster ride, she has persevered. The doctors told me she might live until she was 8 or 9. She's now 18, and I'm still praying with the full confidence that God's listening carefully. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a very wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.